Hello everyone, I myself Gauss. I am from CSMB. Today I am going to present a topic control structures. If Introduction to control structures. What are control structures? Definition: statements that dictate the flow of execution in a program. Purpose: they allow a program to make decisions, repeat code, and handle different scenarios. Sequential flow: by default, code executes line by line. Sequential flow. Types: there are three main categories: sequential, section, decision making, and repetition looping. Focus: section structures. Decision making is programming. Section: used for choosing between two or more alternative paths based on a condition. Key statements: the primary section statements are if else, if, ladder, and switch. Conditions: decisions are based on evaluating conditions as either true or false. Boolean logic: a non-zero value is typically interpreted as true while zero is false. The basic if statement syntax and purpose. Syntax: if condition, code is execute if condition is true. Function: executes a block of code only if a specified condition is true. Flow: if the condition is true, the code block is executed, otherwise the program skips the block and continues. Single statement: braces can be omitted if only one statement is in the block, but use is best practice for clarity. If statement flowchart: visualizing the flow logic. Mermaid: flowchart TD: A, B condition is true, B, yes true, C execute if block code, C gives rise to D end, B no false, D semicolon. Start end: oval shapes are used for the start and end points. Process: rectangles represent general processes or actions. Decision: the diamond symbol represents the condition if. Flow lines: arrows indicate the direction of program flow. Flowchart shows a single path when the condition is met, otherwise it bypasses the code. The if else statement: handling both true and false outcomes. If condition, code for true, else code for false. Function: execute one block of code if the condition is true and a different block if it is false. Guarantee: one of the two blocks is always executed. Example: checking if a number is even or odd. If else flowchart: visualizing two paths. Mermaid: flowchart TD: A starts, B condition is true, B starts, S are true, C execute if block, B no false, D execute else block, C ends, D semicolon. Flowchart demonstrates how the diamond decision symbol branches into two distinct paths, both converging back to the main flow. Nested if statements: if inside if, nesting placing an entire if statement within the true or false branch of another if statement. Complexity: useful for checking complex dependent conditions. Readability: can become difficult to read and understand if nested too deeply, so use with caution. Example: checking user login credentials. First check username, then check password. Code example: if else and else if. Example 1: if else int a is equal to 20 semicolon, if a is greater than or equal to 18, print you are an adult, else printf you are a minor. And example 2: else if int score equal to 85, if score greater than or equal to 90, printf grade A, else if score greater than or equal to 80, print grade B, else printf grade C or lower. If statement condition logic, purpose to control the flow of the program by executing code based on a true or false condition. Syntax, if condition code to execute if true. How it works, the condition is evaluated to either true non-zero or false 0. If the condition is true, the code block inside the curly braces is executed. If the condition is false, the code block is skipped. Example, if a score greater than or equal to 90, grade equal to A. This checks if the variable scores is greater than or equal to 90. If it is, the variable grade is assigned the value A. Best practice writing good conditional code. Keep it simple. Avoid overly complex conditions that are hard to debug. Meaningful names. Use descriptive variables and function names to clarify the conditions being checked. Avoid deep nested if statements reduce readability. Consider refactoring into smaller functions. Comment clearly. Explain the logic and purpose of complex conditions. Summary. Control flow. If statements are visible for controlling the execution path of the program. Types we covered: if else, else if, ladder, and nested if structures. Flowcharts. Flowcharts use the diamond symbol to visually represent decision points. Practice. The best way to learn is to practice writing different conditional scenarios. Thank you all for watching video.